Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make a beautiful boho style bracelet using products from Jessie James Beads. So this is a new mix they have out. It's called Adventure Awaits. There it is. And let's take a look at it really quick. But first, our encouraging word for today is you are tough, you are loved, and you are not alone. So keep that in mind. All right, here we go. Now, this is beautiful. I love this mix. It's going to make such a pretty bracelet. So we've got 4 of these gorgeous kind of marbled glass beads. And I love the shape. Really, really cool. Okay, got those. We've got these 2 really cute little tassels. And I love these tassels too because they're looped and not just, not just fringed. I think they're so cool like that. We're going to be using them. We're using the whole mix. So we're using these 2 beautiful, this is like a slate blue color or denim. They're so pretty. And we've got these right here, faceted, gorgeous beads. We have this really cool big boho guy. He's got silver on him, and the rest of this is pretty much gold, so I think it'll be okay though. I don't think it'll be a problem. He's so pretty. I really want to use him. We've got these big gold ones. And I'm sorry, my camera setup right now stinks because we're moving and I've got my whole room packed up just about. So these are the miracle bead. Aren't they cool? So my whole room's packed up basically is what I'm trying to get to. And the camera setup is not what I'm used to. It's going to be that way for a few weeks because these are pretty. We're going to be moving in with my in-laws. We close on this house on the, we have to be out the 19th. So we're going to my in-laws, but we don't close on our new house until the 31st. So we have like a 2-week or, I don't know, several day layover. So we're going to have that layover with them, and then we'll get into our new place, and I'll be doing craft room setup videos. Yay. Look at these little blue hearts. Oh my goodness. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. And we have some copper spacers. So this, we're going to use this entire mix in this bracelet. And we're also going to be using this really cool chain. So this is Jessie James. I will have links for everything in the description box below. But look at this. Is this not the coolest stuff ever? Really cool chain. We're going to be using this really cool chain as well. And I've got a large lobster clasp. So this we're also going to be using. And you're going to need jump rings and head pins. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get our length. So I always like to do that if I can at the beginning of the bracelet because my wrist is really, really weird. And it seems like I always do it wrong. So these links on this chain are really cool. So are those my... Don't want to use my round nose pliers to do this. Okay, so these open, all right, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to open them just enough to put this chain, this link in, this large link. Okay, so we're just going to put this guy right in here. Right like that. And just close it back up. Now, I have not made this bracelet already. This is the only mix. I didn't have doubles of this mix, so I didn't make a sample. So I'm hoping that, everything turns out okay. I think it will. It's not really hard or anything. It's just, I haven't done it yet, so have patience, please. All right, now, so I need to get my length. So the lobster is going to clasp on here, but I'm going to actually attach it, obviously, on the chain on the other side. So my wrist is about 7, it's about 6.5 inches. I do everything about 7.5, between 7 and 7.5. So it looks like if I take right about here on this chain, so about 2.25 inches or so will be good. So what I'm going to do is it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links. I'm going to take it apart right here on the 6th link. And to do that, I'm just going to do the same thing we just did. I'm just going to open these right up. slide this out, and then I'm going to put my lobster right on here, just like this. Now that looks freakishly small. But it measures right. This is what I run into with bracelets. I'm gonna put a couple back because I'm scared. I don't want it to end up too small. So how does this work? Okay. I think this goes on here. Is that right? Oh, okay, hold on. I think I see. These go through here. These go through here. Sorry guys, let's I may just go to the other end. I'm not gonna sit and try to do that with you on camera, sorry. Let's go to the other end and let's do it right this time. Okay, so here we have, same thing. We're gonna open these up, put them on. I'll figure that out later. I will put it back, but I'm not gonna do it right now with the whole world watching me. All right, there we go. Now, okay, let's, gosh, that looked so tiny, but, and I know you have to go a little bit bigger to allow for the, that looks much better. I'm gonna go a full 8 inches, because I know when we put dangles on, this is gonna, you know, the beads are gonna take up room and it's gonna, but actually I'm gonna go 8.5 because I'm really kind of scared. It looked so small. All right, so how many links do we have again? Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on the 9th link here, I'm opening it up. I see how that worked. I see how it works now, but I wasn't going to sit and try to figure it out with you guys watching, because that would be frustrating for everyone. Okay, let me get this one off. There we go. I hope this was better. It's got to be. Yeah, now I may be too big, but it's okay. We're going this way. I'm just going to do it, you know, to be safe, because the links aren't going to be hooked onto this part, or the dangles aren't going to be hooked onto this part anyway. So if I needed to remove a link later, I could always do that. I'm probably going to keep this bracelet because I love the colors. A lot of things I donate or I give as gifts, you know, whatever. But this one I really love. These colors, they're so pretty. Okay. All right. So now that we've got that done, and I think that that's, I mean, yeah, it's loose, but by the time we get the beads in, I think it's going to be good. So make sure you know, measure yours and get it the length that you need it to be without too much problem there. Now we're going to have fun. So here's the bead mix. I'm going to do all single dangles, okay? So I'm not going to double up any of the beads. Well, I may double up one of the, like these daisy spacers, but everything else is going to be single bead. So we're just going to start on it. I've got my one step looper here, and I'm just going to make a bunch of dangles, okay? We're just going to do all of them. So the one step looper, if you have not used it, you just insert the wire. This is the 1.5 millimeter. You just insert the wire right into here. I get down as close to the bead as I can get because it does kind of leave a space in between sometimes. And then I kind of tilt my bead back once I do that. And there is your little dangle. We're just going to hook all our dangles right here onto our rings. I'm going to hook some here on the middle on these small ones. I'm just going to really try to fill it up and make it very full. Now, I have a bunch of jump rings here. And let's see, I put all my jump rings together in this container, which probably isn't the best way to do it, but that's what I do. These look pretty good. These are like a 6 millimeter, and they're kind of, yeah, they have a little bit of a thickness to them. I don't like to use really thin jump rings on this, because if you do, they're just a lot more apt to come open. So try to have a jump ring that's got a little bit of a gauge to it. That way it's a little more secure on your bracelet. Okay, so we're just going to open these up and start putting our dangles on. Now I like to put the bigger ones on first. So I'm going to put this guy because I really like him. He's so cool. We're going to put him right in the middle. And you want to put some on one side of the ring and some on the other. But I try to put the bigger ones on first just to find a balance, and then you can fill in with your smaller ones. That seems to work pretty well. So we've got that big bead right there. I'm going to do one of these blue ones, and you do want to make sure, because if you use the one-step looper, your loops will still be open a little bit. So you do want to make sure you close those loops when you're putting your dangles on. Okay, so I'm going to put this guy over here to kind of balance that out. Now when you get them all on, whoops, they're all going to be kind of flowy, and it won't really, I mean, I don't think that it's a super big deal, you know, but I still like to try to balance it, because, I don't know, you don't want it to look like everything's on one side, or even if they are all going to kind of flow together, you still want it to have a balance to it. So just putting them on. So now we have a big one on one side and a big one on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out here and kind of show you how I would put them on, and then I will pause the video and put them on, so you don't have to watch me do all that. So I would take these probably and do one on each side here. Let me scoot this up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Probably this guy, because we have him right here on this one. So I probably will put him right here on the smaller ring. These guys are kind of big, so I'm going to space them out a little bit. Same way. Let's see, might do one there and one here. And I really like these tassels. These tassels are so cute. We're going to do one on each end, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and hook all my small ones on. So just filling in, you know, just in between some of the bigger ones here and all around. We're just going to hook the small ones in and then come right on back. Okay, so here we go. Here's our finished bracelet, and we've got all our dangles on. I was thinking that I needed to put something here maybe to block these from coming around, but I'm not going to, because by the time we hook our lobster on here, that'll block them from coming around anyway. So I'm going to, I did take 2 links out because it was too big, and it was right in the beginning when I measured it. Remember, I put 2 links back in, but for some reason it looked so big to me. But I took 2 links out. I could actually probably take another one out if I wanted to. But here it is. Very boho, very, it's a pretty fun one. I love the colors Jessie James puts together. They're just so pretty. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will have links to everything we used to make this bracelet in the description box below the video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!